Bang! Neevesknives. I'm Jared with my lovely wife, Kara, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen, live on Neevesknives. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys are hilarious in the comments, by the way. Hilarious.
It's accurate, though. Accurate.
And as far as the button lock, Max is Babylon. I got to check one out one time, and something was wrong with the one I checked out. I think it had like hella detent lash or something. And it's, you know, the knife is cool. Nothing wrong with the knife. Like, the knife's badass and everything. It's just not really my style. But I did get to check one. No, that's a really good drawing, baby.
Thanks.
Looking good. By the way, guys, if you guys want to check out the merch, we do have it linked in the description of this live, along with a bunch of other stuff. Some of the things we're possibly going to go through in this video. I know, it's such a weird. I know.
You're like,
I know.
This is literally what
that was the best one too.
The thumbnail on
but
our
think
last
about it, that
live?
was the no. You know, the other ones made you look crazy.
Is that?
The other ones made you look crazy. So,
so you took one for the team?
I took one for the team.
The thumbnail on the last live called Neevesknives Live, Jared
Got me
and
like
Kara
this.
talking business. He's literally like just like that. That is too funny.
But if you've seen your faces, I was like, I can't.
You see, you took one for the team.
Took one for the team.
You know, that's a real man right there.
Hey, what can I say?
Me and the Kara.
What
Why is this called
can
the
I
Kara?
say? Because that's how
it's
that's
like
how
the
I roll.
Bears.
That's how we roll.
Alrighty.
So, anyways, how's
Where'd my
everybody
knife
doing
go?
tonight? Don't forget to hit the like button on the way in or out of this live. We do appreciate it. It does help us. And I do want to thank everybody really quick. I don't think enough channels do it, especially in a genuine way. But I do want to thank everybody who does use our links, our affiliates, and just supports in such a massive way, because we are able to do this because of you guys. We were able to go to Blade Show because of you guys. You guys have been a huge support to us. And we can't thank you guys enough. All the affiliate links you guys use, you know, all the comments you guys leave, just every way you guys support, it massively, massively helps us. And we're able to do this because of you guys. So thank you guys, first and foremost. You guys are awesome. And shout out to all the patron members, the Bang Gang squad, for all the support.
Yes.
The patron, giveaway video will be going up Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure which one it'll drop, but it'll be Monday or Tuesday. So if you are a patron, make sure you're watching out for that, because I'm going to need your comment on YouTube in order to draw the name for the giveaway. And if you guys don't know, this month we have 2 budget knives and then $200 to whatever purchase you want for #1 place for the patron. So nice, pretty big giveaway this month.
I lost my knife.
Like every damn month. You got it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Brian? What's that? Knife Nut 69. We try, Jerry. We try. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And I do see some of you guys that do make some of your extra purchases on you know, through my Amazon affiliate and stuff like that. You guys are awesome, and it massively helps. So thank you guys so much. And you know, I always try to put an actual just Amazon affiliate down there, so you can just go to Amazon and get whatever. And even if you're already in there, like if you like click on whatever link to Amazon, you don't have to buy that thing. You can go and buy something else. It still benefits. What's up, baby?
The wipe.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Careful, make sure that one's not a dirty one.
It's okay. It's
Okay.
not that important.
All right. So, we do have a couple things we're going to go over. But a lot of tonight's live, I wanted to just go through the comments with you guys and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We do have a couple little planned things for tonight's live, but I did want to sit here and shoot the shit with you guys. And we got Brad S. He just joined the Kershaws. Shout out to Brad S. joining the Kershaws. Not this week, but next week we have a Bang Gang live for the members. If you guys don't know, we have the members and then we have patrons. So it's 2 separate things. The Patreon gets the giveaways and
For you to read the comments with.
Oh, don't do that to me.
No, I'm serious.
You're hilarious.
It's not a joke.
You're hilarious.
Because you're always like this.
I don't think I could do that though. Oh, maybe I could.
But clean it for
and
you.
then the Bang Gang squad gets the live sharpenings twice a month, and you know, everything else that happens in those lives. This month, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about what we're going to do. Or sorry, the next Bang Gang live. I do have a couple things planned for that. Knife Sergeant says, and shout out to Knife Sergeant. Salute to him. Go and follow his channel. Speaking of Kershaw's, I got an incredible Kershaw in today. If you guys seen my video on the Kershaw today, I had the titanium one. It's actually sitting right over there.
Is that?
Yeah, we dropped the video. They just seen the video. Hopefully, if you guys watched the new titanium highball XL, which, you know, if you guys know, like when the highball first came out, or the highball XL, and I got it, the knife's badass because it was one of the better Kershaws that came out for manual Kershaws, because you guys know Kershaw does a lot of assisted knives, which the longer you're into knives and the more you're into the knife community, the less likely you are to want an assisted knife.
True.
So that was awesome for anybody who's into knives. That was a good knife. Now they have it in titanium and S35, which is a badass. Also, shout out to Knife Modders in the house.
It works, see?
Go and follow their content as well. I thought I just seen them in here.
Did that work, though?
Yeah.
Legitly?
Yeah.
I was doing it. You can see so much better.
There they are, Knife Modders. Shout out to Knife Modders, Richie B and Lindy Lou. Go and
what's up,
check their
Lindy
channel
Lou?
out as well.
Richie B and Lindy Lou. I want your names to rhyme.
Got my hands on a Jaeger MV2. It's in the mail and can't wait to get it. Anyone else have that beauty? I've seen a lot of that, man. That knife's been coming up or popping up on YouTube left and right. But I believe Riyadh is the one making it, so it's no wonder. Awesome knife. I mean, I might have tried one. I've tried a real one before. I actually might have one in right now, but yeah, they're awesome knives. What's up, Drooby Tunes?
Drooby Tunes.
Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive. Yeah, somebody said earlier before we went live that they dropped a bunch of Tucsons on there, which is awesome. Those sell out pretty quick, so if you're wanting to get a Tucson, White Mountain Knives is the way to do it, and don't forget to use my 10% discount code. Yes, baby.
Reingerd1 says, watched it. Nice work, Jared. Have we ever tried titanium using 9-volt batteries? Not the 9-volt batteries.
We have the electric box.
Yeah, I once wanted to do it that way, but I'm like, when you look at the cost of buying all the batteries,
you might as well just get an electric
you might as well, because like, I don't know about now.
$50.
Okay, the one I found was $50. Now, this was years ago. Keep in mind, it was $53 at the time.
Before inflation.
But like right after I purchased that particular voltage box, I kept looking because people kept asking me, and at the time we weren't like a big channel by any means, so I wasn't thinking about like save that link so we can link it. Like I didn't think like that.
It wouldn't work anyways probably today because it's probably
I'm saying like even then people started asking where did you, because I did my Fire Ant and a couple other knives, and people were like, wow, that's beautiful. So they were asking how I did it, and all the other boxes I saw were like $80-$90 even at that time. So I think I maybe got lucky. I don't really know, but it's the same process as doing 9-volt batteries, honestly, just better, and you can control your colors a lot more precisely with the voltage box.
Yeah, the Jaeger is badass. I haven't tried the one you guys are talking about, the one by Riyadh, but I would imagine, you know, it's probably just as good as the custom.
What did you graduate from, Lonely Stacker? Like college or high school?
Got my custom knife factory Abyss today. This thing is sick. Yeah, I can't wait for a few knives to drop, man. I have some pre-orders that should be dropping here one of these days. Also, I do want to talk really quick about the Liang Ma budget knife. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm underimpressed. And
Me too.
I'll say this. The detent is awesome. The detent is great on this thing. The flipping action, like the detent, the break on, it's nice and clean, nice and strong detent. Man, that thing rockets out. Honestly,
I like that knife better. Like out of the two.
Well, you should. It's like $220 more. But the front flipper works great. The reverse flick is awesome, but
wait.
Kind of like Lefty said, the hole is ridiculous. Look at how big the hole is. It doesn't make sense. It almost seems like it was an accident. Way too big of a hole. Did not need to be that big.
Are we not seeing Talika's super chat?
No, I didn't get it.
Yeah, we did.
Where?
Right there. I missed that too.
I don't
totally missed it.
Oh, snap.
Why didn't it go to the top?
Talika with the 5 bones. I added heavy oil to the detent ball, the ZT, and gave it the detent I was wanting. Nice.
I totally read that comment and did not acknowledge that it was a super chat. I'm so sorry, Talika. I did see it.
Yeah, sorry about that, bud.
I didn't mean to. I don't know why I didn't acknowledge that.
Talika just got a new ZT. One of the better ZTs, in my opinion. But yeah, this thing, the one problem I have with this is the lock bar access. It's starting to get annoying. It is entirely way too close here, and there's no cutout at all. Like, they just chamfered the edges, which makes it even sharper, and it starts to get annoying. If you guys ever had that, where it's not so bad the first few times you do it, but then the more you do it, you're just like, man, that sucks. So it's got a little bit of lock stick, which I'm not worried about, but not a big fan of this, man. The blade the handle's very comfortable. I like the handle. Nice little choil, but just, it's a little more narrow here than it is right here, and just little details. It's a good knife. Good knife, well built. I'm just not sure with today's budget knives. Remember that. I mean, I can grab, this is 40 something dollars, right? Under $50. This is going to be $100 or over $100. I got it from Blade Show, so it was $80, but it just doesn't make sense.
Guys,
doesn't make sense.
I'm just FYI, because I don't want to look like a psychopath. I keep covering my face because the camera recognizes eyes. So when he's trying to focus in a knife and I go like this, it helps it. Yeah. Focus, and it truly does. Also, Lonely Stacker, he got a degree in
oh man, congrats on the degree
in a Bachelor's of Science for Environmental Health and Safety.
You're starting porn then, huh? Good for you, bud. Good for you.
That's actually a good degree. You can do stuff with that. What did that one guy call degrees that are
I don't know,
from Fresh and Fit? What did he call them? Basket weaver degrees?
Oh, that's for degrees where they don't lead anything.
Because they said that more women get basket weaver degrees, like, you know, like so many people get psychology degrees, and like like some people do stuff with them.
Well, it's funny, like and this is no offense to any girls that are getting degrees, but it's funny, all the girls that get degrees and then they start an OnlyFans page and then that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's why I said that. I was just making, just teasing. But no, good for you, man. There is no way, definitely not worth it. I tried it and it feels like a $20 knife. I'm guessing you're talking about the Liang Ma. I wouldn't say it feels like a $20 knife, but it definitely does not feel like a $120 knife. I would say, it feels like a $70, $80 knife, which is what I paid for it. But the problem is, like I said, if the lock bar access, which I could fix, was better, and the hole wasn't the size of Texas, it'd be awesome.
Say hi to Stasa.
What's up, Stasa? Shout out to Stasa23. Definitely. You guys better be following his channel. For sure. So, really quick, we're going to talk about some boots. You guys want to talk about some boots? You can grab the Rock Roosters.
They're right here.
So,
these are the boots.
Checked out the boots. The boots are very cute.
These things are fluffy. Legit.
Very fluffy.
Okay, I'm just going to say, these are from Target.
They got traction on the bottom.
Yeah, like a little kid sock. They are the warmest things, though. Like, you know how sometimes you want to, like, warm your feet up, but you don't want to, like, waste a pair of socks? Because, like, why get a pair of socks dirty if you're just going to chill in them, These things are great. I have, like, 3 pairs. Anyway, I'll get the real boots. I call them my floofs. Which ones? You can do these.
Yeah.
These are the more important ones, I think.
Yes. All right. You know what? Just hand me one for right now because I don't think I need both.
Ew! I just touched the bottom of these.
There's nothing on the bottom.
There's poop on that one.
There's no poop on that one. There's nothing on the bottom. Okay, so Rock Roosters. So these are Rock Roosters. I've been wearing them not quite a full month, but I've had them over a month. I also have some regular cap toe boots from Rock Rooster. These are obviously the mock toes, right? They do have a 360 stitch 360 was a Goodyear stitch or whatever, Goodyear welt. So it is very well constructed. The leather is good quality. They are probably, and this is in all honesty, probably the most comfortable boot. And I've said this right when I put them on too. This is probably the most comfortable boot I've ever put on fresh, right?
Yeah.
A lot of boots take a long break-in period. This is the exact opposite. When you put them on, they're like putting on air. They are so comfortable. Now, sometimes that can be a downfall because sometimes that means, well, how long are they going to last? But they have a vibrant bottom, which is the same thing that Red Wing uses. So they have the vibrant bottom. Well, who else uses Vibrant? A couple companies use Vibrant, and yeah, the Vibrant doesn't last as long as some of the other companies, like what some of the really high dollar boots use, but they are a lot more comfortable. Now it has a really nice insert. The stitching, triple stitching. We had double and triple stitching. Really good quality, and these are only like $124. So they do have a discount code right now. They are really good quality. There was one little issue I had with the other pair I had, and that was one of the eyelids wound up coming out. But I think that was a fluke. I don't think that's like a common thing. But other than that, I mean, really, really well done, especially for the price. Like they feel like $200 boots. And this is the steel toe version. So I'm going to pull them up really quick and just show you the site really quick. So if you guys want to check them out, I linked them. Not yet.
But it's the next one eventually?
Yes, I linked them down in the description, but here really quick, I'm just going to pull them up. This will only take a second because I am going to do a video about these, like after I've actually put some miles on them. But until then, I'm not going to do a full video. But I do want to do here's just a little first impressions with you guys. So here's some of their boots. You can see it goes from $106. So I do have this $106 pair. And obviously this $125 pair, this is the pair we're checking out right here. And they do have other shoes. What the hell just happened? They have other shoes as well. I didn't do that. I don't know what the hell just happened. But anyways, oh yeah, maybe I did. But check them out if you guys want to. Down in the description, you can check them out. They're pretty awesome. Like I said, if you don't want the break-in period of a boot, these would be the boots to get. Like my Danners, they didn't really have a break-in period either. They're more of the more comfortable pairs, but they're nowhere near as comfortable as these off the bat. Like I said, I've never had a pair of boots as comfortable as these off the bat. Like it literally feels like a broken boot. Now you could change out the insoles or whatever it's called. If they do wind up starting to wear out, they come with a second pair of boot strings. And they also come with a pair of socks in the box, which is pretty cool. And also a little keychain boot. Weird going up ladders with no heel though. Yeah, they're I mean, depending on what you do, right? Like some people are flat on the ground. It just depends on what you do for a living, what type of work boot you want. You should definitely pick the type of work boot that suits you best. Yeah, baby.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
A non-boot question? Is that okay? It's a knife question.
No, can we go through these comments really quick and then we will?
It is one of the comments.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Tyler says he has an Archbishop, and I think he said his finger flicking action was good, but what did he say? His flipper tab is failing really easy. Like this he wants to know
which Archbishop.
Let's go back to the comment.
Shouldn't fail easy.
Hey, Jared, I know you have the Archbishop, so he must be talking about the same one if he knows you have it.
This is the 3.0.
He said, so my reverse flick is the best I've had, but the flipper can fail really easy. So I don't know if it's a weak detent for the flipper. Yep, the 3.0. Let me see it.
Yeah, this does not have a weak detent at all. I would say you could increase your detent.
Brad, from my emails. I remember him.
You could increase the detent if you wanted. That's what I would do. Or maybe it just needs to break in a little bit. I'm not sure how long you've had it.
This one feels the opposite to me. Like the flipper is dope, and I barely can middle finger flick it.
They all the ones I've tried all had perfect detents. Perfect detents.
Wow.
Yeah, it reverse flicks great. Great flipping action. The flipper tab's super comfortable. Great detent. Yours, I mean, you'd be the first person that I've heard that from. So I would say just lightly increase the detent. I'm sure you know how to do that for some of my videos. If you don't, you can go and watch some of them, or I can tell you how. But,
I'm trying to fail this.
Don't mess it up.
I can't even fail this on purpose.
Yeah, it's very hard to fail. It's got a good.
There we go. If you don't put your finger anywhere on the frame lock, you can kind of fail it. But like,
you're cheating probably though too.
Well, whenever you have your thumb kind of resting on the lock bar when you're deploying a knife via flipper tab, it gives it a little more momentum when it comes out.
Yeah, for sure, because you're
pushing the detent in.
Well, what I always say is that if you can do it like without cheating, and what I mean by cheating is like putting your finger up here on top and then like trying to like just break the detent, that's cheating. But if you can just grab the flipper tab and break the detent by yanking down, like that was me trying to fail it by just breaking the detent. He said he does not I can do it.
Know how to tighten the detent.
So you have to take the knife apart and bend the lock bar over, but very, very little. And if you fuck up your knife, it's not on me, it's on you. That's all I gotta say. I mean, obviously, right? But if you're willing to do the work, then you can take it apart and you can lightly bend the lock bar over. It's gonna, since these are frame locks,
it's basically so you're taking the detent ball and getting it closer to the track so that it's literally stronger.
You're just making the lock bar pressure stronger towards the blade. If the lock bar pressure is stronger, your detent is stronger because the detent ball is in the hole on the blade, pushed in stronger. So just when you take it apart, you know, bend it over slightly. It'll probably be a lot of tension since it's a frame lock. And just don't overbend it. A little goes a long way. That's all I got to say. So a little goes a long way. You might want to just do it a little bit, put it back together, test it out. If it's not there, take it back apart. Let yourself do it 2 or 3 times. Don't think you're going to get it on the first try, because if you haven't done this before, you need to get good at it.
Dennis says if you've never tried it on a cheaper knife
first. Right. Liner locks are very easy to do it on. That's the thing. Yeah. Liner locks are like I could do it and get it every time just about. Frame locks are a little bit more difficult because the lock bar strength is, because titanium specifically has a great memory. That's why we like them on knives, because like unlike steel, right? Like there's videos online where you can watch, they take steel sheets and titanium sheets, and the steel sheets, they'll bend, and the titanium sheets, they'll bend. Then they'll go to bend them back, and you can bend a steel sheet back and it won't go back to true, but a titanium one will go back to true like every time. So once it has the memory of that bend, it's going to want to keep going back to that place. So you're going to have to overbend it a little bit. Not too much, a little bit, and then see where it is after you put it back together. If it's not there yet, a little bit more, a little bit more. Don't plan on getting it the first time, though. Teddy with the 5 bones. Can't get my Higo 2 to fire open or glide shut. Been 2 weeks. Just keep fidgeting, or do I send to Blades and Fades to disassemble and clean? Well,
voiding the warranty.
And, well, I would just wouldn't say anything about it if you took it apart, so I wouldn't be avoiding any warranties. But it's not that type of knife. Those types of knives aren't made to drop shut. They're made to.
Do we have one of those?
Yeah, we got a Higo right over there. They're made to be slow rollers. It's on top. It's in that pouch in the corner, top right corner. No. Yep.
Oh. I always forget that's the Rockstead because I never call it the Higo.
So it's not made to just drop shit. Now ours is broken in, but over years, like at least
broken in, and this is what it does. Yeah, like it's not
that type of knife.
Now you can fling it open though. Did yours do that? I can't. He said he can't get it to fire.
Like,
open.
Do you mean like because you can drop it down to your thumb? Like it's a slow roller. Now if you're talking about flinging it open like that, it's going to take months and months. Remember, this is a lifelong type of knife. This is a knife that's supposed to stay true and supposed to stay good over years. So don't expect to break it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would give it some time, honestly.
Now, I'll tell you what I did to mine if you want to know.
You'd be doing some crazy things.
I'd be doing some crazy shit, though. I took mine apart and I polished my washers. And I just opened and closed it.
Polishing washers is a good thing.
One more thing,
especially if you use some polishing compound on the washers with like a little Dremel and a polishing wheel.
No, I just use strop.
I'm just saying you can do the Dremel polishing wheel method with polishing compound. I've seen people get their knives really smooth.
I would just take a ceramic plate and then take your washer, put it on the ceramic plate, rub it back and forth, and then do that the same thing on a strop. You'll knock down any type of scratches on the ceramic, and then you can hit it with the strop and polish it a little bit more wet. What's up?
Do you know who that is?
Oh, what's up, Dom?
Why did you become a member? Are you gonna watch all of our members' content, Dom?
Doubt it.
I don't think you're gonna show up. But if you guys
I appreciate the support, though. Thank
Dom
you.
is trying to start a gaming channel. He's got a few things up right now, and if you guys all go subscribe to it, it would force him to be more regularly posting on it, which he needs to do because he does a really, really good job with the content he posts. So everyone that likes gaming can go subscribe to Dom Plays Poorly.
Thanks,
and,
Dom.
He's not poor at playing either. That's kind of ironic because he's pretty good.
Dom with the 10 bones. Thank you, brother.
Hey!
Thank you.
He said no.
Can you guys can you see yourselves in the it's too blurry. Ooh. Man, mirrors just mess with cameras so bad. But the next thing I did though was which I think is very important too. Don't use oil. They're on washers. Use grease. So like Chris Reeves grease, something like that. Use grease on your washers very, very lightly. I can't say that enough. And the reason why is you want it to dry up. So you're putting the grease on the washers, and phosphor bronze has a what's the word for it? It stays slick for a long time, but you don't want a lot because it actually gets smoother the drier it gets. Now you're probably thinking like, well, why don't I just put it back together dry? Because you still want that grease to kind of absorb into the metal, if that makes sense to some extent. And what'll happen is it'll kind of push itself to the outside, and then it'll start drying up in the middle. And over a couple weeks after, if you keep opening and closing it after barely lightly greasing it, it'll start drying up, and that's when it gets like this, and this is pretty damn smooth for a rock stud. And this one feels like it's pretty tight, but this is a very broken in rock stud though, and they do feel great after they break in. Like when you can get them to drop down to your thumb, whoo, they feel so good. All right, will you put this back?
Yeah, did they get to 40 likes or did we show this for free? Remember when we used to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Did we give you guys a free rock stud? Because I feel like there's only a couple
stud.
Likes here.
Yeah, you got a free rock stud.
Oh my god, I can't get over that thumbnail. That is too funny. Okay, you guys have 61.
But if everyone goes over and subscribes, they need to watch some of his content. Otherwise, YouTube will remove the new subs. That is facts.
Yes. If you go subscribe to Dom, thank you, Lindy.
Yep.
Please watch a video.
Honestly, that is one thing I somewhat worry about with our large subscriber list is people not watching, and then like over time, because like when I hit 150K, they took 2,000 away. Like, right away.
They do. They sub steal from us all the time. Oh, thank you guys.
It's not sub steal. Well, some of it's are bots, some of them are bots, and then some of them are just people that have not watched in like a year.
Yeah.
So you don't want to subscribe to any channel without watching some of the content. Otherwise, like, as soon as that channel hits a mile marker, they'll take them away, because that's what it is. I think it's mile markers, because I notice every time I hit a mile marker, that's when I watch subs evaporate.
I remember when we did that larger giveaway where as part of the giveaway you had to go subscribe to a bunch of channels and people got like a bunch of their subs taken away. I think that was wise because people were subbing for the purpose of a giveaway, but they weren't actually watching any of the content. They were just doing it as part of the rules. And maybe that's why YouTube actually does that and removes them as bot status, because if you're just subbing for like a giveaway or for a reason and you don't actually care to subscribe,
it actually helps.
You're being a bot.
Well, it can help you too, because like, okay, so if your watch ratio, click ratio, and all that stuff, it'll go up if you have a larger percentage of people watching, viewing, etc. Like if you have 1 million followers and you're only getting 100 views, that is poor ratio. That shows YouTube your channel sucks. So
yeah.
Now, you might have a large percentage of viewers. Like we have a large percentage of viewers that watch our shorts. So, that's why, we got a lot of subs from our shorts, which is cool. I'm happy to have them because they do watch random videos too on YouTube, which is badass. But
well, Dom said he doesn't want a bunch of subscribers that don't watch, and that is you're correct, because honestly, subscribers aren't what counts. Obviously, the ones we have we care about, but like if they're just there to have pushed a button so that we have a large number, that doesn't help anything. But yeah.
You want the view.
Why does your channel suck, NAF Sergeant? Why do you say that? I like your channel.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the Rockstead factory to see their finishing tricks. Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. But, you know, like, they've been doing it for so long. I guarantee they have, like, tradition stuff, like, that they do. Like, if you watch some of their videos online, yeah, it's pretty crazy. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah, Rockstead makes some really cool videos. They do, like, the high-quality kind of almost documentary-style videos.
Thank you, Michael. We appreciate you.
I like to document
for sure
my blood loss photos for each knife that bites me. There's a lot of people that do that on Instagram. I'll just be scrolling and all of a sudden I see a super like bloody cut into finger. You know, like when people get bit by their knives.
Yeah, Lonely Stacker. I'm sub to a lot of channels I don't watch either. It just seems like over time,
you just kind of switch what you watch. Sometimes I come back around.
Yeah. Sometimes you come back around, but sometimes like I want to stay subbed. It's not that I don't want to see their content. It's just that I don't see their content. Like I even have some that I hit the bell on that always show up in my thing, and I never watch it. Never. Every once every few months, I'll click on it for like 5 minutes and then realize why I don't watch it.
I'll be right back.
I don't know why I haven't unsubscribed though. Tack Ray owes you a kickback for that last video, bro. All those tie frame locks are gone. I know. I was hoping they had more in stock. Where is it? I thought I had it sitting here. I must have it out there, but awesome knife though. When it gets back in stock, I would recommend getting it, man. Around $80 for that knife. It's a great knife. I've been using it. I've been cutting with it. It's a fantastic knife. It really is. So far, I have only liked it more and more. I'm still not happy with the lock bar access, but it's not. It hasn't pissed me off like the Liang Ma has. But it does kind of suck. But that is a knife that I like so much that I'm willing to fix. If it does start bothering me more, it'll take me 10 minutes with a drum.
When did everyone start calling you Dr. J?
Since Maurice started.
Is that who started it? Because I keep seeing it in the comments. Thanks, Doc.
I took something from Maurice. Every time like I get like a comment now that not that I don't like, but that is like I know they're just kind of being a dick. I just leave my Maurice comment. Like I did it to actually Mike Emler.
What happened to that picture that we took? We were at Blade Show and it was like the first restaurant we walked into, and I looked up at this sign in the restaurant. I still don't know what the sign meant. But it was 100% a Maurice comment.
What?
You took a picture of it.
Yeah, I don't know what
I have no idea what it meant, but it was just like random words put together. I mean, it was technically grammatically a sentence, but
not really though.
Not really.
Yeah, that's what I did to Mike the other day. He said something and I left him a comment back that was just like, well, Mike, you know, sometimes you just gotta be in the way that, you know, when you just look around, it just is obvious. And
sometimes you just gotta flow with the breeze. What? Sometimes you just gotta sit in the ocean for about 27 minutes and stare at the breeze, you know, and feel the way giraffes feel. You'll get it.
The day is going great, Jeremiah. Thank you for asking. Hopefully all is well with you, brother. Yeah, I get into phases. Like this week, I've been watching ancient history. I don't know, next week I might want to watch gaming or cooking. Depends what knowledge increasing phases I get into. Yeah, I'm the same way. I get into so many different types of things. There's always knife channels that I watch, but when it comes up non-knife stuff, yeah, it's random, man. You know who would be a great sponsor of any knife channel? The Red Cross Blood Donation Center. I mean, we bleed anyways. Might as well save some
That's lives a funny comment.
Playing with our knives. That's so true. It's so true. I got one earlier. You guys can see it.
I saw that on your arm.
I'm a recent subscriber. Hey, shout out to the recent subscriber.
Who is?
Knife Sergeant. Enjoy seeing your beyond my budget beauties. Nice. That's awesome, man.
You're talking about Knife Sergeant's channel. Okay.
Have you ever done anything with Benchmade? Yes, I have. I have many videos with them. I don't think I've ever seen any on your channel. Yes, I have a bunch of. I got a Benchmade just right over there. Yeah, I got a bunch of Benchmade videos. Absolutely. the Benchmade Bug Out, the Benchmade Griptilian, the Mini Griptilian. We've even done stuff like some of our knives are randomly in videos because we do lots of fast fives, top tens, and like random unboxings where they might not ever get a review, but we did do a first impressions. So you just have to look around. Like a lot of my USA made videos have Benchmades in them. We have a lot of older videos with Benchmades. You just got to look around. Like I have tons of fast fives and stuff like that. And I don't necessarily put the name in the title because there's so many knives in there. I can't put all the knives in the title.
That was the fastest sentence I've heard in my life.
I'm trying to get it out.
That was like sounded like Eminem on one of his fast verses. That was great. Wait, take a breath. I want to say something. Hold on.
Go ahead, baby. Sorry.
Alan B said, for some reason, I can't convince myself to buy a button lock. I love the style of some of them, but I can't pull the trigger. What is wrong with me?
Why don't you try putting a CME on your Spydercos? Go ahead, baby. Sorry.
Anyway, I was going to say, if you're concerned for some reason about buying a button lock, I don't know if it has to do with lock strength and that's your thing, because button locks are still pretty hardy. But this new KIZER Cormorant, C-O-M-O-R-A-N-T, I think is how you spell it. It has literally 4 deployment options, 5 if you count the thumb flick separate from the Spidey flick. So you have your back flipper tab here, your front flipper tab, your hole, and you can flip the hole both ways. So, and these other tabs work fantastic. You have your, the button works really well. You're not going to get anything more guillotine-like than a button lock. That's what a lot of people are after, is that drop shutty. A button lock is letting that thing free fall. So, I mean, you literally can't get more. Whoa.
You okay?
I just went like this with the button, and it went like this and came back at me and shaved off my nail. You could literally see part of my nail fly away in the camera. That was sharp.
You okay?
Yeah, it didn't cut me. But anyway, really, really good option. It is a little bit ugly. Okay, it's a little unique looking.
Not the prettiest.
But is this one out yet? The frag pattern one?
It's about to drop.
Okay, look at this.
Soon.
Cover your face, baby. I hate how this can't. Okay, there you go. Do you see how the clip is also frag patterned? Is that not the coolest thing? Like, it's a smaller frag pattern on the clip. Anyway, I would say if you want one, check this one out. It's really good.
Jen with the 5 bones.
Hiya!
Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it.
Wait, is that Dom's Jen?
Thank you
That's
so
got to
much,
be
Jen.
Dom's Jen. We don't have females that really watch us. If that is you, thank you.
What are you talking about? We have
4%. Yeah, guys, we're up to 4% females. I think one of them is me. It's literally me, Lindy, both Lacey's.
No, stop.
Yeah.
Stop right now.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody Google 4% of 160,000.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Yeah, what's 4% of
Dennis with the 20 pounds.
Let's see how many girls that is.
You two remind me of my daughter and son-in-law, but they have strong Texas accents. I love the chemistry between you two, and I wish you both the very best.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate it.
And thank you, Jeremiah, who complimented my hair. That did not go unnoticed.
And thank you to Jen for the bones. And
the bones.
The bones. 2 thumbs up. Thanks for the advice.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna look up 4% of 160,000.
Robert says, I started with them, but as I moved along on my EDC journey, they've lost my interest. Thank you. Interest quite a bit. Besides a couple. I don't know what that means.
I do not believe that 64,000 girls are watching us.
Told you.
They're literally 90% of that 64,000, or I'm sorry, 6,400 has got to be men on their girlfriends' accounts.
Whatever. No.
Or they messed up and checked female instead of male when they made the account.
Nope.
Or they checked other.
No. Or I see lots of females commenting. I'm telling you, I see a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are for their husbands, but a lot of them are just because they love Neevesknives.
Yeah.
Some of it's for the bullhorns, but some of it's just for the knives.
Oh, my girl at the gas station.
Told you.
I wonder if she's watching. I saw her today. Yeah, that's how the calculation the wife is paying the membership. Yeah. See, I'm telling, it's coming in sneaky ways. It's not really that many.
Hey, I'll take it however I can get it, man.
No, there's probably more than you realize.
Yeah,
that's like
that's what I'm saying.
It's kind of like when you're playing like games like in multiplayer lobbies, you think everybody automatically thinks everyone is a dude unless their gamer tag is like girl gamer 202.
My wife's girlfriend loves Neevesknives. Bang.
My wife's girlfriend.
Bang. Yeah.
Your wife has a girlfriend?
Yes.
That's like kind of hot.
Like her.
What? What's happening? Get it. Get it.
Can't get it for some reason. There we go.
Thank you, baby.
I identify as a potato, and we got one potato. Shit. We're moving up.
Dang.
We're moving up.
Jared has hair.
Because
someone complimented my hair.
Bones. Thank you, man. Jared has hair too. He does. He does have hair
Jared's
too.
hair matters.
Yes. The Beglader XL is awesome.
You're gonna let
Babylon and the CV element and button lock. Yes, all of those.
Tyler's gonna let his Sleesh
the
Bowie
Babylon
go.
that I tried did have lash. What?
Tyler's gonna let his Sleesh Bowie go?
Oh, well, that's sad.
What are they? Are they paying you or trying to trade you?
I do want to ask because I did have a question written down for you guys to enter. So all of you, all 142 of you. Right now, we're going to be asked, what is the number one, in your opinion, right? This is just your opinion.
Thanks, Ian.
It can be any Spyderco, but what would you say is the best Spyderco?
I know the best Spyderco.
You can say the best Spyderco available or the best Spyderco, period.
Where's my thing?
So I'm going to say, for my opinion.
Where's mine?
I'm going to say, for my opinion, what is it?
My Spyderco.
I don't have it out, baby. I can't fit all the knives on the table. I just can't do it. It's right there, though, in that drawer. So I would say my favorite that I own. Now I'm gonna go a threefold here. So forgive me. Actually, I'm gonna go a fourfold. Fourfold. There's our McBee.
My McBee.
Very cool. And that came from McNeese. Yeah, actually. Well, it's a McNeese design. But,
McNeese scale.
But the scale is actually from McNeese. So I'm going to say the PM2 is probably the all-time best because you can get it in so many different variants. You can get it in so many different steels. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And you can get crew wear right now very, very easily. If any of you are trying to get some, let me know. I'll link it in the description. But, and I might link it before we get out of here just in case if anybody's watching this later. Let me finish really quick.
Wait.
What? What?
This is so smock-like. I couldn't put my finger on what this reminded me of.
Yeah. Yes,
it is like a budgeter smock. Yeah. Wait, actually, they might be close to the same price.
No, the smock is far more.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. But yes, this is like a smock.
The next thing I'm going to say is the damn the Spyderco Manix2.
Is that the XL?
No, this is the regular size. The sure? Manix2 comes in so many different options. This is one of my all-time most recommended EDC knives. USA made. You can get tons of upgrades, clips, hardware, scales, really strong locking system that is made to be deployed over and over and over and over and over. It's not going to get detent lash or nothing. But I do love my Sleesh Bowie, but the Sleesh Bowie is not available. So that's why I'm going to say those. Now, I'm going to say one more really quick, but I do not own it, but I'm trying to own one. I might be trading soon. I don't know. Maybe not. Either way, I'll wind up buying one probably. But that is the Chef. I think the Chef might be the all-time best Spyderco out there, especially if you're talking about titanium frame lock. So let's see what we got here.
I still was very disappointed by the Drunken. Notice how no one's saying the Drunken.
Manix2. No, they won't because it's so much money. That doesn't make sense.
No, it's because it's disappointing.
The clip sucks for sure. PM2, the Spidey Chef. We got a Spidey Chef in here. We got some PM2s. Manix. I see. Let's see. We got some more PM2s.
Brian says the Chef is just okay.
The Smock. I like the Smock, but I did sell mine, so I can't consider it.
Whoever made the price on the Drunken was drunk.
Manix2.
That's for sure.
I liked it.
The price? I said whoever made the price on the Drunken was drunk.
I was drunk just now hearing that.
Yeah, you were.
You've
been messing with it too much.
PM2. The girls are watching because Jared is a handsome Emma Effa and Kara's pretty gangsta biatch.
Gangsta biatch.
I'll take it. Crew wear shaman. Come on up. In my Carta from my money. That's a good one. That is a good one.
Nobody said stovepipe.
No, they're not gonna. PM2 for sure.
We're talking about the best Spyderco in your opinion. The Yo Jumbo. The Yo Jimbo is actually a very useful knife. It's one of those knives that's ugly, but it's so good. It's kind of like the Cormorant even. Like, it's ugly, but it's so functional, so good. I love the freaking Yo Jimbo. That's the knife that I can 5-finger flick. Pinky, ring, middle, pointer.
Silva's saying the military.
You guys know what the fingers are. I didn't need to say that. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm curious. What do you think about the new compression lock military? Because that's going to be awesome.
Oh, they did that?
Yep. I want a PM2 with copper scales.
That's a heavy knife.
Yo Jimbo, 20 CV, pair of 3. Damn
it
keeps jumping, guys. If I skip your thing, it's not me. This thing is fucking jumping.
Read it over here.
Pair of 3, Spidey Chef, and Kapara. That is one that I never owned and I should have.
The Kapara?
The Kapara, I love it. I do like it
Yeah, you used to love the Kapara.
I still do. I just don't own one.
The Yojimbo is beautiful simply because it's ugly. It's like one of those things that it's so ugly that it's cute, kind of like a pug.
It's beautiful. So I think, well, not think, Spyderco steel, because I seen somebody said their M390 is great. All their steel is great. All of Spyderco steel, especially in the past 2 years, is amazing. They have got their heat treats down. They actually do optimal HRCs, and they just do good heat treats all the way around. So if you want to try blank steel and want a great representation of that steel, get it through Spyderco, and you can find out. Like any steel like that I try that might be really good. When I get it through Spyderco, I find out what really good is. Like even like 20 CV. You know, I got a Spyderco and 20 CV, and that's the best 20 CV I have. So you know, I'm not going to say compared to customs, but compared to production knives, because they're considered a production knife. Yes, baby.
What is the what's the Spyderco on Tri-States logo?
Oh, I don't know the name of that. It's a weird one though. I don't know the name of it.
You've got a web.
But it's a weird one though. I'm not sure the name.
I think you had a spider living in your beard because there's
the one is his wife's riding.
DLT exclusive Yojimbo 2.
Buck. The Buck Marksman, maybe. The best buck ever made.
The Smocksman.
Everybody wants to say the 110. Fight me.
That literally, no, the Buck Marksman is my fave. Hey, JD for EDC is at 1.26 thousand subs.
Shout out to JD.
If you have not subscribed, get on over there. I am a fan of JD's
don't just
videos.
Subscribe. Give him a watch.
Give him a watch. Don't subscribe for pity.
We need to start saying it that way now.
Watch the channel. Yeah, go and watch the channel, and if you like it, subscribe. But you will like it because I like it.
Slish buoy. See, I love the slish buoy, but it's hard for me to say it's the best because I don't like saying, like, when I do like say best videos or best topics or anything, yeah, I'm talking about overall. However, I don't want to claim something as the best if nobody can get it. You know, if you're the only one that can have it and you're just like, ha ha, you know, it's the best and I got it. I don't want to do that. But the slish buoy in my collection is my favorite Spyderco. However, I love my K390, my new crew wear. Where's it at? My new crew wear. I'm
still not a big spider girl, honestly.
I love them, especially with the CME from OCD for EDC, the button. It makes it a button lock.
Thank you, Ian. I literally we jinxed. Me and Ian just jinxed. To the moment I said
somebody owes you a Coke.
Yeah, Ian. Because the moment I said that I just am not a huge Spidey girl, he's like, I'm the odd man out because I just don't find most Spideys sexy. I agree. Except
we'll be expecting the Coke.
You have to admit, though. You have to admit this one. You can't hate that. Nobody can hate this. You can't. And it's so useful with its little blade shape. If you're going to have a small knife, this is how I feel. If you're going to have a micro knife where you're crossing into that territory of being ridiculously small, it's got to have a utility shaped blade. Any knife, like, that was my gripe.
Ian says he loves it. Now we're definitely expecting a Coke.
Yes, please send me a Coke in the mail. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, when you have those micro knives and they don't have utility blade shapes, they become unuseful because to have a drop point that small, it has too much belly. That was my gripe with the mini wee banter. The baby banter.
Yeah.
That was my gripe with it because the regular size one I like. But when you make it mini, the the blade shape becomes more bellyish and it becomes less useful to me. And I really think that when knives are that small, when you're getting baby banter smaller, they need to have a tip that faces downward for the usefulness to actually be present, unless you're just having it to have it, to pop threads or whatever. But it's just more annoying to open a box with a bellied out little tiny blade, in my opinion, at least. IMO.
I don't know, the Spyderco PM2.
Techno 2 is dope. I like the Techno 2 a lot.
And Crewwear is one of the best Spydercos, and their new stuff is in
we got a Canada.
They have the Spyderco PM2 in Crewwear and micarta. I'm linking it in the description as we speak, right under today's sponsor, which we're going to talk about. It's so good because that's steel. I'm going to explain that steel really quick, because Crewwear has the ability to take such a keen edge or coarse edge, either one you want. So I did link it in there just now if you guys do want to check it out. I'm not sure if it'll even let me.
Okay. Tyler was like, "Hey, yo, remember Rex 45? Anyone seen it anymore? I forgot about Rex 45.
Rex 40, you still see it here and there. It's just, it is a difficult steel, like Rex 121 or any of those. But Crewwear, so it has really good edge retention, but it's like S30V, S45V and edge retention. But it takes such a keen edge, and it has the ability to hold the keen edge. Like, unlike some steels where the fine edge goes away fast and the working edge lasts for a long time, Crewwear, the fine edge lasts for a long time and the working edge goes away fast, which I appreciate because I like me a razor sharp edge, you know, that fucking hair popping edge. And that's Crewwear for you. It's a great steel all around, and the one that they have right now that's been available for a while, and if anybody wants to get one, you guys better get one before they like just drop off the face of the earth like a lot of Spydercos do, because they got it in micarta, similar to this, and this one's my K390 one, but they got it in micarta and Crewwear. I just linked it in the thing, but mine, the one I got from Knife Sergeant, has aluminum scales. And I absolutely love it. I put a nice toothy edge on this one, and next I'm going to put a fine edge on it, and it likes them both. You know, it's just such a good steel. Doesn't matter what type of edge you want to put on it.
Brad, who says he wishes they made a left-handed pair of 3 in Crewwear. You really ought to get on the train I did, because I am left-handed. You won't find one left-handed knife in this house, and the reason why is because
you don't like them.
Well, this is why. A long time ago, when I was born, I gave up on using and trying to find left-handed objects because they didn't exist, and they do now.
She don't even wear left shoes.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, he's right. No, but
or left gloves.
No, they don't. I mean, like, there's so many things that are complicated. So, like most left-handed people, you adapt to using the right-handed version of the thing. I literally at this point can close a frame or a liner easier with my with my left hand than I can doing a left-handed one with my left hand. It's actually awkward for me when the frame or the liner is on the left-handed position. I can't like do it right because I'm so used to having to reach over and pull instead of just push.
I don't understand the question, Ian. What's the difference between M390 and MC?
What? I'm sorry? Metal complex is not a steel? I think that's the difference, right?
I mean, it's arguable.
You think he's a steel?
Crewwear is the best steel of all time.
Meant Magna Cut.
Spyderco,
Sweetheart.
Schrade could use Crewwear and it'd be spectacular. Oh, is that what you meant? Magna Cut?
That's what my guess is.
Magna Cut is
Magna Cut.
Super tough, and it has it's very, very stain resistant. So highly corrosion resistant and super, super tough. Both of them are great steels. Now, I'll be honest, I think
There's not a Spyderco.
I'm talking about broadly here when I say this, because there are some companies doing a great job, like Spyderco. Spyderco's doing a great job with their MagnaCut, but I think some companies are having trouble with their MagnaCut because they're not heat treating it to its optimal range. And I keep screaming it. They need to do it at 63 plus. Even 62.7 up would be nice.
Yeah,
but they're doing it very low for what MagnaCut needs to be. And majority of MagnaCut I've tested and tried and sharpened has not been great. Now, the stuff that I have tried that's been great has been amazing, like so good. But the difference between 61 HRC and 63 HRC for MagnaCut is just, it's like
astronomical.
Yes.
Like one astronomical unit, like a light year apart. Say hi to Cole really quick.
What's up, Cole? Tri-State EDC. Shout out to Tri-State. Go and follow his channel as well. Awesome channel. And he is doing new stickers now. He says he could do basically whatever sticker you want.
But
I think
you have. Go ahead. You have to be careful because.
Fucking interrupt.
Well, I have to get a word in.
Told me to say
I have to drive my way into the conversation. But if you do go subscribe to Cole's channel, Tri-State EDC, you do need to be careful because the first day that I watched his channel, the next day I woke up and I noticed, like I looked in the mirror and I noticed a little hair here and I was growing a mustache. And every time I watched his channel, I kept growing a mustache.
We almost got a divorce.
Yeah, it was terrible. I can't watch anymore. So if you want a mustache, if you want a mustache, go watch it. If you don't want a mustache, I would
still watch it.
Still watch, but just get some Nair or a razor.
So so between the Spyderco and
he said gross kill.
Between the Spyderco and Tactiles, I can dramatically tell the difference, like massively tell the difference. Now my MagnaCut on my Tactile I think is more like 62 because it's decent. Was it as good as obviously not as good as, you know, some custom shit that I have, but it was not as good as the Spyderco stuff. It was still decent though, and that's why I say like 62.5, 62.7 and up. Might as well just do 63 and up, just to be safe, but seems to be where it needs to be. My Tactile is still decent. Like, I don't want to take it away from that because it's still decent. Like, it's not as bad as some of the other stuff I felt. But like I said, I think it's more closer to 62, my stuff. But I obviously haven't had it HRC'd or nothing. But yeah, it just the difference though between that and like the Spydercos or that and some of the other stuff. Oh my goodness, big difference. Now,
hey baby.
What?
I saw a post on Super Steel Steve's Instagram like a little while ago, and it was a picture of Steven Crowder. For those of you that don't know, he's the guy that does that like Change My Mind segment where he goes places and puts like a controversial statement and then it says Change My Mind under it. Anyway, he had that and it was like photoshopped and it was like M390 is the D2 of expensive knives. Change my mind.
That's funny.
I chuckled. I'm not gonna lie, I chuckled.
She chuckled a little bit.
Do you think that MagnaCut is now taking that spot?
Not yet.
But do you think it's on its way?
Not if they get their shit right.
What does that mean?
If they get if they get
it right? I would think if they got it right, that would be a good thing.
So I'm saying it won't be that.
You mean not if they don't get it right?
I'm confused because the way I took it is that it's a steel that you see everywhere, but isn't as good as it portrays. Because that's the way both of those steels were. That's how I took that.
Oh, I see. I get how you're saying it now. Okay, gotcha.
And now it's on fucking everything, but nobody's running it at an optimal range. So if they run it at an optimal range, then it will be amazing.
I really think that Brian Winters made a huge mistake when he didn't make his knife MagnaCut. That was such a missed opportunity.
Why?
The knife is made out of magnets.
Oh yeah, that's true.
MagnaCut. Come on.
Everyday EDC with the 10 bones. Why do you think most companies are heat treating most steels between 59 and 61 HRC despite optimal ranges differing between? Because
that's a good question.
It's because they're told that. So like, I forget what it's called. Somebody help me out, but it's called something, and it's where the steel comes from. It tells them like what they basically like what they would. they tell you what they think it would be
like the
good
Goldilocks zone.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Goldilocks zone, or like what they think is optimal. But
I
they're
heard
wrong.
a knife maker use that term, and it stuck out to me because that's the term that's used for when the planets are in the right spot for life with the sun. I heard somebody use that to describe the right range to heat treat steel as the Goldilocks zone.
Well, there's the Goldilocks zone between toughness and edge retention, right? And they might be correct with that. But in most cases, especially with a lot of steels, with a lot of pocket knives, we don't need the toughness to be at the highest range possible. We want the edge retention as high as possible, even if we have to lose a little toughness. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And so the optimal range will be where we can get the most edge retention while not sacrificing too much toughness. But what they're doing is they're trying to get it in that medium range, and that's what the steel companies are suggesting. And so they're just doing what they're being suggested. And
yeah, it's weird because it's not like it takes more effort necessarily. It's not like a harder or more expensive process to heat treat it.
Not to heat treat it, but to grind it.
I'm not talking about that though. I'm just saying like to heat treat at a harder level. It's not like it's a extra step. It's just a matter of timing and stuff. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think Jared made a good point the other day, and this has to do still with the question. I brought up how we were all asking for button locks and why won't companies listen and this and that. And then now all of a sudden everyone's doing button locks. And Jared made a good point kind of nonchalantly. He was like, well, it takes time for them to sift through inventory, catch up, and start new things. And I know
backed up a year.
Yeah, they're backed up a year, right? Well,
they're always behind us 1 year.
This whole heat treat, thing where the actual consumers of knives got more knowledgeable about the heat treat, is still a relatively new thing. And I think some companies are making that a priority, and it tends to be the smaller companies that kind of make changes. And I honestly think it's because they have less of a inventory, and so it's easier for them to catch up quicker. Now, I'm not making an excuse because I do think we could be moving along a little faster with some of these companies adjusting, but we may see in the next year the companies starting to readjust to the new standards. Hopefully,
what they'll do is if they get enough kickback, if they hear enough kicking and screaming, and it affects their like if people aren't buying it, then yes, they're going to change it 100%. But if people just keep buying it off the racks and they're not carrying it, they're not going to do anything. If no kicks and screams, they won't do anything about it. And yes, John Pauly, expense is a little bit of the reason because it does cost more to grind. It does cost a little bit more in belts, tooling, and all that. But when you're paying the prices we're paying, I don't think that's a good argument because we're already paying for out ranges. That's why we pay for the steel. We don't pay for the steel. Like say Magna Cut, we don't pay for Magna Cut to come as 14C. Get 14C in that case.
Right. You might as well just give me good 14C and I'll pay less for the knife. Right. So the price actually winds up evening out in that sense.
Which, really quick, Lacey did a cut test on some shit quality Magna Cut, and it was basically outcut by Sandvik steels. So
is that how our stream looks? That looks terrible.
Well, you might have the thing turned on.
Somebody asked, I think it was Keen Bushcraft, asked you what your opinion was of the North Arm Skaha in 2022.
Maurice, you son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
Maurice!
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Thank you, man. Dr. J, I wore the same shirt you're wearing now. In town today, representing. Shout out to Maurice, representing Neevesknives. That's badass, man.
That's amazing.
Thank you, man. Maurice representing Neevesknives. Shout out to Maurice. Thank you for the 100 bounce. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Holy cow. Holy cow.
Thank you so much, Maurice. Man. You truly are a staple to this channel.
Yes,
it's like absolutely. You're part of the lives at this point.
Yeah. We just you know what we need? We need a Maurice
cam
sticker.
Oh. I was gonna say a cam. We just you know how people have face cams when they're playing video games online? We just have a Maurice cam and he's just over there doing weird shit.
Why not
an
emoji though?
I don't know what he looks like.
But that's fine. I think we could make something up that would look badass.
Well, he said he's middle-aged because Buck is king to him. So
I don't care. No, we could come up with something like a dinosaur. He would love it.
Yeah, or a giraffe. I feel like he's a giraffe.
No, he's a penguin.
Oh, yeah, penguin. Or a unicorn, because he always does that emoji. I want you to answer Teen Bushcraft's
I want you to tell me what he's saying. Tell me what he's saying then. Why don't you just spit it out?
Why are you saying he? We have 6,400 girls.
Who was it?
It might be a girl.
What was the name?
Teen Bushcraft.
Okay, it could be.
You don't know.
That's true.
Okay, so we have 6,400 girls watching. Anyway, we're going to be proper pronouns on this channel. They asked if what you thought of the North Arms Skaha in 2022. I think it's dope.
I loved it.
I got to touch one once.
We had one for here.
We
had 2 of them here. We've had 2 of them here.
I wanted to keep that knife so bad.
Super light.
Yeah.
Super light.
I love the blade though. I always imagined it would have texture and it actually does, which is like
stupid smooth too.
Yeah, it's like smooth. Oh man.
It was really good.
Those will retain their value.
I would totally buy one if I had the opportunity.
Yes. Worth it. Worth every penny.
The penguin is dead.
Lord, don't go woke. That was sarcasm. Don't worry there, Kirk.
No real Neevesknives without Maurice.
The penguin is dead. Oh, yeah, he said the penguin died in the last stream, I think.
That can't happen, Kirk. That can't happen. Not here. Not here, not ever. I'll pay Tri-State
for a sticker.
So we've gotten now to scent of the day. Kara is going to be the sampler.
Better smell good because I have a headache.
Oh, it does. This is a good one. And the name of this one, this is a good one, guys. I'm going to tell you the smells really quick before she gets to smell it.
I want to do this until you read Kyle's comment.
I'm going to read Kyle's comment first.
That your mouse is on. Move your mouse.
Right now?
You move your mouse. No. Oh, you fucked up.
What? This one?
Yeah.
My pronouns are fuck you. I love it. All right, so
now I shall
today's scent of the day is linked in the description, and it is the David Beckham, the blue bottle with the dimpling on it. I just call it the David Beckham blue. There is a bunch of David Beckhams. If you're looking for this specific bottle, it's linked in the description. Very, 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 very affordable. This is extremely affordable, but that's also why it doesn't last a super long time. So the top notes when you spray this are grapefruit, lavender, violet leaf, and then the undertones. So the dry down is pineapple, apple, excuse me, tonka bean, cashmere wood, and patchouli. Patchouli. Now,
you got me at patchouli.
It's a very fruity, sweet, clean scent. Tiny, 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 tiny bit of powder in the undertone, but it's very, 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 very subtle. Very, very
like
subtle.
Baby powder? Is that what that means?
Yeah, kind of, but you won't even recognize it. Trust me, it's that subtle. You won't even recognize it. I just recognize it because I wear it. But it's kind of somewhat similar, and to some extent similar to the Dolce & Gabbana light blue, but I don't even think that, because like I said, it is really good, especially for the price. It's so affordable. And the problem is it doesn't last very long. It lasts about 3 to 4 hours, but very, very good scent.
Let me get some more. I'm
going to give you some more. See? I'm telling you guys are gonna like this one, and it's for the people that like the affordable stuff.
Oh, that's a good one.
Really, I know it is. It's a really good one, especially for the price, man. You can't when you can find good colognes like this for the price.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
It does have, like I said, the grapefruit, pineapple, and lavender, and violet leaf, and apple are really mixed together. The patchouli, cashmere wood, and tonka bean are definitely an undernote, so it is more of a sweeter one, but it still has a masculine sweetness to it because of the tonka bean and cashmere wood. So it's not like a feminine scent, but it's a very clean, fruity scent. Definitely a summer scent, more for the summer, spring, hot weather. Probably not something you're going to want. I mean, I guess you could wear it in the winter, but you want something more spicy for the winter, and we got something for next week for that. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
But do you smell? Can you smell the undertone of powder just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit? Tiny, tiny bit.
Yes.
It's very, very, very subtle.
Well, see, I am a coffee master, so I spend a lot of time having to do coffee tastings, which aren't just about tasting. Coffee tastings.
That's true. That's true.
almost more about.
What was that?
That was I was talking.
Okay,
that
sorry.
Was
sorry.
I was shutting
that
her
was
down.
Shit the fuck.
That was a shutter down. No, but in coffee tasting, you spend a lot of time smelling, almost more than tasting. So when they're saying these notes and describing these things, they don't mean what you think they mean if you've never had experience in wine or coffee or scent smelling. Like even when they talk about like, you know, something like a powdery smell, it's almost like when you know the smell, it makes sense. You know what I mean? But it's all good stuff. So
yeah, definitely. Now this one's definitely gonna have some artificial scents in there because of the price. That's not necessarily a bad thing as long as the artificial smells are good, and in this case it's pretty good, but that's also why it's going to wear down a little bit faster. Like I said, 3 to 4 hours, but you can always just spray it again, especially as affordable as this stuff is. You can kind of just spray it as you like, and if you want a test sample, you can always click the link and then look for a test sample. You can do that. I always recommend getting an EDC size spray bottle, something you can put in your bag, your car. You should have like stuff like that laying around in your center consoles, whatever, so that anytime, you know, you never know when you're going to run into a situation where you might need a little squirt and smell good around people. And it's always good to smell good everywhere you go. Better than smelling bad, I'll tell you that much. The scent that lasts the longest are the oil-based ones. Yes, but they're also the more expensive ones. That's the kicker.
Cocaine smells pretty good. Cocaine does not smell good.
It's a joke.
I was gonna say it smells
good.
Oh, I was gonna say it smells like paint thinner.
Okay, y'all. So I'm trying to take apart the 3.0, and the pivot screw was easy, but the body screws won't budge, and I am afraid I'm going to strip the T6. So one thing is make sure you have a good quality T6. If you don't have a brand new one, get a brand new one or switch your bit out right now. That's one thing. Next, take and set your driver. I don't have a driver sitting here, but I guess I have this. Take the driver, put it in there, and make sure it's straight up and down. Straight up and down, okay? With the driver. Pretend this is a driver. Straight up and down, and then take a mallet. Doesn't matter. Take a mallet and smack the back of it. Bang! Really quick, once or twice, and it'll break up. Don't let it twist though, because you don't want to strip the screw. All you're trying to do is create a vibration down into the screw, which is going to break the Loctite apart. So try that. The next thing I would do is if you got the pivot out, then that means you can separate this a little bit. And if you put a little tension on the screws going this way, you should be able to create a little tension of the scales spreading apart. Then do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Take the pivot out, take the pivot all the way out, put something in between here, in between the scales, and wedge it and twist it so that it puts like this. If I twisted this right now, I would put tension spreading the scales apart, building tension down here, maybe breaking up the Loctite a little bit, then take it apart. Those tricks work really good. If you fuck up your shit, it's not my fault. Ted with the 5 bones got Maverick on my mind. Have you handled the Maverick S, or did you see the sick Maverick concept saber that bred Scream Pirate Squad at Blade Show? I don't think I did see it. I don't think I seen it. Sorry, I wish I did so I could at least talk about it, but I don't think I did. Thank you for the 5 bones, though. I do appreciate it.
Just so you know, I'm gonna leave in 2 minutes.
Okay. Like either kind, but props for admitting your familiarity with the scent of cocaine.
When did I do that?
You told him what it smelled like.
Oh.
Can also try using a rubber band between bits. Wait, between bit and screw to gain traction? Maybe. I'm not understanding that one, but you say, whatever I lack in charm, I make up for with either. I don't know. I couldn't see it. Can you see that?
What?
Never mind.
What?
I always say, whatever I lack in charm, I make up for with either.
With either. I make up for with either.
Exactly. What knife would you recommend that is fidgety and in titanium that's available now? The KANSEPT, and I got a link down in the description right now. Now this isn't like, it doesn't have a whole bunch of fidget, like it doesn't have a flipper and a front flipper, but just for thumb studs, to me, this is some of the best thumb stud action. They're around $200. The KANSEPT CONVICT has the most badass name, super comfortable in the hand. It's a sheepdog designs, and I'm finding out, guys, I really like sheepdog designs, man. And the premium quality sheepdogs, now you're going to want the double thumb stud version. It does have a better sharpening tool than the original Wharncliffe blade that works super good. Great size. It's not too big, not too small. It's a perfect size, complete fall shut action. They're great, fresh, right out of the box. Yes, baby, yes.
Screwfnick, if that's how you pronounce that. I already recommended it earlier. The Comorant, Comorant, C-O-M-O-R-A-N-T from KIZER. It is titanium. It will be available when?
It's not available.
When?
You just said that it is available.
But when is it available? Isn't it like soon?
Yeah, soon.
It's like soon. Hold out like a little bit. Wait for this.
Don't hold out. Use our damn links down in the description.
I'm saying, like, hold out to buy it. Like, don't buy a different one.
No, I'm just joking.
This when it's available.
I don't know. I don't know exactly when it'll be available, but it will be.
This is the most fidgety knife on planet Earth.
It literally HQ will have them.
Literally nothing is fidgetier. Look, ready? Regular flipper, button lock, front flipper.
There's a bunch of knives that have that though.
Front flipper. It got caught to my sleeve.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that the best. I'll be honest. I wouldn't call it the best.
You always just want to disagree to disagree.
I'm not.
You're king disagreeer.
Okay.
Look it. It's
I've
the
said
best.
It in 100 videos though.
100?
Yeah, you want me to
pull up 100?
You want me to now disagree with what I've already said in 100 videos?
Yes, to support you, wife.
I do like that one better than all the rest of them.
I'm telling you though, like
it's a great knife.
It's so, but for fidget factor, this thing has it going on. That's all we're talking about, just the fidget factor. He said he wants a fidgety titanium knife. The only part that I didn't meet was the available now part. Right. But it will be available so soon. You basically ruined it. You ruined it. Soon.
Another one that's really good.
Soon. So fidgety.
I don't have it linked down there though. The Miguran Karaki is really good from Flipper, but she's not going to agree with it.
It's just too big for me to have fun with.
Front flipper and the reverse flick. This one's really good. I like it. The front flipper's a little large, but once you get it down, it's really, really good.
Anyone have a shootout? What do you mean, Ian? Is that a knife name?
Oh, this is really good. The Archbishop 3.0. I like it a lot.
Tile thumb stud Rockwall, but it's $300.
This is $259. I think I did link it down in the description.
Yeah. That one's
Archbishop 3.0.
I like the Rockwall.
The Rockwall, but I wouldn't say that that's available right this moment. I'm not sure. You got to check Rockwall's website.
Yeah, everybody that has the Rockwall really, really likes it. I don't know if I would say it's high in fidget factor.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's high in fidget factor. But like, it's good, though. It's good. It's good.
It's definitely good. It's definitely good.
This is really good, too, though. Titanium 20 CV, great flipping action, great reverse flicking action. Solid knife. Another one that is linked down in the description, but it's a flipper only. The Keen. Really, really good. And it's got such a simple design that it just works great. But it is a primary only flipper knife, but damn it, it's good. The Keen, such a great knife. I remember when these first dropped, like these were screamed about for like a whole year.
Benchmade Shootout. I don't think I even know what the Benchmade Shootout is. Do you?
No.
Is it like one of the black class or something?
Yeah, I might have mine go back too soon. My lock bar is starting to over travel a little bit. That's it though, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not that I haven't fidgeted with it like crazy, but I have used it. I have tested it. I've sharpened it multiple times. So like, you know, it has been used, but I still wouldn't expect my lock bar to be as far over as it is already. It's like at 90%. So I'm probably going to talk to Rockwall about that. And I have no doubt all they'll have to do is replace the liner. So I know it's pretty easy because that's an unscrewable liner. So it's not that big of a deal.
So the Benchmade Shootout is a new OTF, but it's like that shape. It literally looks like the bug out, or it looks like the, not the bug out. What's the other one? What's the other one? Not the bug out, bailout. It looks like the bailout blade in an OTF.
Yes,
that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Oh, I gotta go. I have a game to attend to.
All right, baby. Thank you.
Thank you for smelling good.
Always.
Appreciate it.
Always. Always.
And
never catch me slipping.
As always, if anyone has a PS5 and wants to play, my name is Neevesknives.
They're all gonna be over there now.
No,
you just had everybody just left my chat.
No, I'm always willing to play with anyone. That's how me and Cue Ball started playing. So, whatever. All right. Thank you guys. I love you all very much.
Grab me that shoe really quick.
Thank you for the donations. Thank you for being nice to me.
So last week I was talking about that grab me that shoe. Thank you.
Uno zapato.
I was talking about the Thomas and Vine shoes that I did get. I really like these shoes. They're like everything on their site's like $120, but really good shoe. It has this rubber front, so you don't have to worry about scratching the toes or messing up the toes. It does have a 360 stitch down. I think it's a stitch down. I don't think it's a Goodyear welt. I think it's a stitch down. But either way, still really good. This isn't something you're going to get resold anyways. But at least with the stitching, kind of like the Rock Roosters with the 360 stitching, it makes to where your toes, you're never going to have the flappy toe. Your heel's never going to come off the sole. Super comfortable for a shoe. Very, very comfortable. Very, very well built. Double stitching all the way around. Double stitching. Yeah, and
I knew you had it.
Not on purpose.
It was in your crotch.
This is kind of like a suede. It is a leather. So you have, let me check the insides. The insides are more of a felt or whatever type of fabric that is. The outside and the edges and everything is all real leather. Really good quality. And they have a lot of different shoes and boots that look really good. They have a really good stylish look, yet casual at the same time. We'll just take a look at them really quick. They're not sponsored in any way. I just bought them just to get them. But really quick here, I'll show you guys. Let me share. Stop screen. Now share screen. Let me just share this with you guys really quick so you guys can just check it out if you guys want to. I got them and I really like them, so I like to share them with you guys. But here they are. We got the 40% off. I think if you buy one, you get one 40% off, but all different kinds of styles. Excuse me. You have boots, shoes, dress shoes, nice shoes, casual shoes. I tend to like their boot shoes, like kind of like what I have, where it's kind of like almost like a mixture. I don't know why I'm not getting the best pictures here because I thought there were better pictures. They have a lot more than this, though. This is just like some of their oh, here we go. So I just have to hit over. But you can see they got a lot of different shit. They all look really good. Good looking, nice and stylish. Whether it's you're dressing up or dressing down, like even this boot, the Yukon, damn it, that's a good looking boot. Holy cow, it's a good looking boot. So really good shit. Like I said, very affordable. $120 for like everything. Everything's like $120. When you see the build quality and you wear them, you're like, wow, these are really good. Same thing with the Rock Roosters, but the Rock Roosters are more, at least what I've tried is the work boots. The ones I do got some Danners. Next live we're going to talk about Danners. I do got some Danners. I love my Danners. I actually had gotten I tried some Thursdays. I wound up having to return them, but I'm going to probably get some more. I wound up instead going with, because I got the white shoes from from Thursdays. I liked them. They were really good, but they just didn't fit. They were a little tight. I'm finding out more of a 13 than a 12. I wear 12 in a lot of things, but a lot of shoes or a lot of boots, sometimes I wind up being a 13. So I would have to get a 13 in those. But I wound up getting some Tommies instead, which I do like the Tommies. But I need to wear them more to really get a good opinion. Thursdays are underrated for the price point. Right. And I like Thursdays. I like that pair I got. I like them. It was just a little too tight And it wasn't like break-in tight. It was too much. So I had to send them back. There have been custom Chavez liner locks. I almost bought one and then bailed. I actually told somebody recently to contact you, Knife Sergeant. They have and they might have, I don't know, but they have a custom that they're trying to trade or sell. I think they mostly want to trade. They're willing to take even 2 or 3 things. It's a really expensive knife, though, and it was just way out of my ballpark. But I told them to contact you, and I don't know if he did or not. Cole Haan makes comfy boots, but they run narrow. I have really wide feet too. I have paddle feet, so dude boots is the appropriate term. Dudes boots. Dudes. I don't have Red Wing dough, so I rock the Wolverines. Wolverines can be expensive too. So you can get Red Wings affordably. You just have to get the overseas stuff. They have the Irish setters. The Irish setters are really affordable from Red Wing. It's Red Wing Company, made with overseas stuff. The expensive Red Wings are the Heritage, the USA stuff. The Blacksmiths, the Iron Rangers. I got a pair of Iron Rangers. I love them. I absolutely love them. But those take like 200-hour break-in period. So when you get them, you can't just wear them. Like, you put them on, you wear them for an hour, you take them off. You have to break them in slowly but surely over weeks. You cannot just wear them. Like, if you're getting them for work boots or any type of boots, you cannot just throw them on and wear them. Like, you will be crying. It's like walking on 2x4s at first because they're all leather. But when leather breaks in, they become like a glove. So eventually, they're a 5 to 10 year boot. It's not like some of these other boots that are more like a 1 to 2 year boot, right? Which the 1 or 2, and some people appreciate that more because the 1 to 2 year boot's going to be super comfortable the whole time, no break-in period. The 5 to 10 year boot's going to take 100 to 200 hours break-in period. Then they get more and more comfortable over time, and they break in beautifully, and they age very well, so on and so forth. But some people, they ain't got time. They want new shoes and wear them right now all day. And I understand that because I get certain shoes for that, and then I get my break-in ones. So the ones that I break in, I don't just throw on and wear all day. I wear my other ones for that, and I switch back and forth. My favorite Red Wings are their Mock Toe Heritage 8-inch. Tough to break in, but they feel great after a few weeks. Right. I think most of the Red Wings, the Heritage line, are gonna have that. Can't go wrong with CS Blacktown too. Don't know what that is. So I know we haven't done it yet, but I am gonna have to do it, guys. And don't. I hopefully when you guys see it in a video soon, you guys actually stop and watch, because I did put together a nice video for this subject. But shout out to today's sponsor, TIEGE HANLEY. They have the uncomplicated skin care for men. It's awesome stuff. And like I said, guys, before, I actually use this stuff. I've been using it for months. I like it a lot. I do recommend it. They have 3 levels, level 1, 2, and 3. Level 1 is a face scrub, a wash, an AM and a PM moisturizer. Level 2 adds eye cream, and level 3 adds a super serum. So if you guys do want to check it out, it is linked in the description, and I highly recommend it. Take care of your skin, guys. I think it's really important for, us guys to take care of ourselves, including our skin. And like I said, I use it, so I'm obviously going to recommend it to you guys. I feel very lucky to have them as a sponsor. So if you guys would like to check them out, I would love it. It's down in the description. And I do appreciate all of you guys, because I did actually have somebody that did wind up getting some. So shout out to him for getting a subscription to TIEGE HANLEY. Also, you can pause and cancel anytime you want. So if you do have it and you wind up having some extra from last month, you can just pause it, or you can cancel it or whatever if you don't wind up liking it. But I doubt you would cancel it. It's very affordable, and you have exactly the amount you need for a morning, night, with moisturizing face wash and all that stuff for the entire month. You'll have plenty. And after you wash your face morning and night over and over, you realize like how healthy it is for your skin. It feels good. It looks good. Your skin looks better. Your pores look better. It feels great. And then when you skip a couple days, you realize how dirty your skin gets when you're not doing it. Kirk with the 5 bones. Shout out to Kirk Emerson. Thank you for the 5 bones, man. I appreciate it. Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Story time. Yes, we do have a story time. So this story, it's not that it's sad or that it has humor, but let's just talk about it. Let's just get into it. So, I used to live in this apartment building, and you guys might have remembered, I told a story a while back, those of you that have been following for a while. I told a story about it, being at this apartment building and this guy getting stabbed, right? It's the same building, but I'm across the street from those buildings in my own building, right? And across the street is the buildings of which I talked about that story where I seen that guy get stabbed. Well, we're on the balcony, and the building across the street, and this is all apartment buildings. It's an apartment project, so it's just apartment. It's just a stream of low-income housing, Section 8 apartments, right? There's a park across the street that they use, and then just a whole row of buildings. Then there's three tall buildings in front of the row of buildings, right? And those are the ones that are closest to me. Well, one of them is on fire. And it's blazing, right? It's blazing. And there's nothing we can do. We're across the street at our apartment, second story up on a balcony. Just sitting there on the balcony watching, nothing we can do. Building's on fire, and there's this guy on the second story, and he can't get out or whatever, right? And he's got his window open. He's screaming like he's ready to jump, like he's getting hot. And he's screaming, and this guy walks by. And I told this story before. It's kind of sad, but this guy walks by, puts his arms out, and says, "Jump, I'll catch you." I don't know if he actually meant it or if he was being a dick. I'm not sure, but the guy decided to jump because he was burning. So when he jumps, the guy jumps out the window, and the guy that says, "Jump, I'll catch you," takes his arms away and like walks off. Like I don't know if like I'm kind of far. It looked like he was like yeah, right, but it could have been like, "No, I can't catch you," like, whoops, I thought you were gonna come a little slower down. But when he jumped, the guy moves his arms out, moves out of the way, bam, hits the fucking ground like a sack of potatoes. And when he had jumped in the position of getting caught. Let's just put it that way. So when he hit hard. And he wasn't moving. So he wasn't on fire or anything like that, but he was probably pretty burnt up, I'm sure, because you could see through the window like that there was flames and stuff. Obviously he jumped, right? So he hits the ground and he's not moving, like not moving at all. He's done moving. So they had to Flight for Life him. Flight for Life did come and get him. And I don't know if he lived or not. The building wound up sitting abandoned for like the next year or more. But, it's Section 8, so they don't have the money to like fix it or whatever. I don't know what they did with the insurance money or whatever, but it did wind up getting refixed up, and now people are back in it, but it's it did burn damn near completely down. I mean, it's a brick, so obviously the outside didn't burn down, but the inside's all burnt, all of it, the whole thing. Fire department came. They weren't putting it out. Like, they tried, but they weren't putting it out anytime fast. It took a while before it went out. But Stasa says, which knows a lot about this, I would have definitely jumped because it beats being burned. I can say from experience, shit, even if there isn't much of a chance they would catch me. Still beats going to the burn unit. That's a fact. And, you know, I've always thought that, but the one thing I've always thought, though, and this is the sad part. If it was me, right? If it was me and there was no guy saying catch me, I'm not going to say what I would have done in his shoes, you know, with a guy catching him, but I would have hung out the window, and then dropped. It's 3 stories up. You know, you can get like a half a story down if you hang, right? It's going to save you at least 7, 8 foot, depending on how tall you are. But he didn't do that. He jumped out ass, like jumped out in the catch me position, you know, like a baby, you know. That's how he jumped. So when he hit back first. And well, like ass first, kind of. I did hear he broke his back and all that stuff. I didn't know the guy, but yeah, you're right. You're not going to burn. You're going to jump. You guys remember the Twin Towers? People were jumping, right? And they didn't have nobody catching them. Not even a little bit. And yeah, it's kind of shitty for him. It was kind of shitty that the guy told him to jump, and we always took it as, and I'm just going to be honest right now, we always took it as he did the jump, I'll catch you, and then went like, yeah, right. But it might have been a thing where when the guy starts coming down, he was like, oh, there ain't no chance. There ain't no chance I'm catching this guy. I thought you were 10. You know, years old. That's what I meant. I thought you were like 10 years old. You're like 35. You're way bigger than I thought. But yeah, I'm not trying to make a joke out of it, but you know, this was so long ago, guys. So long ago. Head first, shit. Stasa says, shit, I dove off a 15-foot scaffolding head first. Damn. Oh yeah, I'm hanging as well. But when you're panicking, you're not thinking. I believe it. Trying to think of anything I've jumped off of. I don't know. I've jumped off some shit. I've definitely hung out some windows too and dropped down. I've told those stories about me running from the cops and scaling the building and jumping out of climbing out of the window and then going in the apartment. And I told the story about me jumping down and hitting the canopy. Bam! Hitting the canopy and hitting the ground. I've jumped from rooftop to rooftop. I've done that too. But I remember I told this story before too one time. I went rock climbing one time, and I wasn't like going on a trip to go rock climbing, but I was going on a vacation. We were going down to Missouri, going caverning, hunting, and a bunch of other stuff, right? And in my mind, I got my Red Wings on. I'm going rock climbing, right? I'm young, dumb, and stupid, and I want to go rock climbing. No ropes, no nothing. I just want to climb some rocks, right? And I'm pretty good at rock climbing. So I see this big ass rock wall on the side of the road. I'm like, perfect. It was exactly what I was looking for. Size, I probably would guess 45, 50 foot, something like that. Not too bad enough to die though, right? Jagged rocks. So I pull over. I'm like, perfect. Everybody in the car's like, don't do it. Don't do it, stupid. But they're joining me. You know, I got them taking pictures and stuff. Not joining me climbing, but joining me walking over to it, right? To take pictures of me. So I start climbing. Everything's going good. About halfway up, I realize why I shouldn't be climbing this rock. Well, this is tampered rock, meaning they dug through this rock to create the road that I'm driving on to get to it. It's not like it's just a rock wall there. This rock has been dug through by machines in order to put the road through. So this is fragile rock. I'm halfway up and everything's coming apart. Everything. Like everywhere I grab, it's just crumbling. And I'm getting up higher, but everything I'm grabbing is still crumbling. And I'm like, I'm fucked because I can't go down. I'm high enough to where I cannot go down because man can climb up, but we're weird in the sense that we can't climb down, right? We can only climb up. So once you start going, there's no turning back. Not unless if you have ropes. I don't have ropes. So I got my Red Wings on and I'm climbing. And I get up so high, and like I said, I can't go back. So I'm like, my heart's like racing at this point. Like, you're either gonna make it or die, because everything below me is jagged. I mean, jagged rock. Like, there's no easy way of falling. Nothing. And now I get all the way almost to the top. Almost to the top. And I can see the top. And it's grass at the top. I can see the top. But nothing is allowing me to grab on. Like, nothing. Everything's crumbling around me. And I remember thinking in my head, like, they're going to have to get a helicopter or something. Like, because I can't go down. I can't go up. I'm stuck. I got stuck there for like probably 5 minutes, but it felt like hours. It literally felt like hours. And I thought I was gonna die, because I thought it was only two. I'm thinking like the rocks under my boots are gonna give out. Like, it's gonna. Everything else is giving out. Why it won't that? So, and it starts taking so long that now I'm so desperate, because I don't want them to call a fire department or something like that. I don't want that embarrassment, right? So I take a leap of faith. And I take a leap of faith. I literally, if you guys only knew, like, I literally leaped for my life, and I grabbed onto the top, and I dug my finger. I mean, I was willing to lose all my nails. Like, that's how desperate this was. And I just gouged all my, because the top, member, I said it's grass. Well, it actually had some type of dirt up there. And when I gouged it, I actually grabbed the grass like the hair of head. Like, I just grabbed it like that. And I'm like both hands like this grabbing. And because I got the grass and the roots and the dirt with my nails, I was able to pull myself up. And when I got up there, I felt like fucking King Kong. Like, I even did like the swole thing up there, and they got a picture of it and everything. And I was like screaming. Like, I felt like I was the king of the world, because I was alive and I wasn't dead. So it felt really, really good. But then we wound up going caverning. We wound up going canoeing. One of the boats flipped canoeing. We found cabins in the woods that were like, they're vacant, I guess, but just because nobody's there. But we found a dog. Dog got in the canoe with us. We took it down the river with us. We did all kinds of shit, man. Had a lot of fun though. Wound up losing each other, and me and the person that I was with, I don't even know how many miles we went down river. Wound up going hunting, and got attacked by while we were canoeing, a whole herd of cows and baby calves came running through the river, almost trampling us. It was crazy. But no, that was a really good time. We wound up going caverning, and I don't know how deep down in the earth we went, but it was really far. I've told this story before, so I won't go into it right now, but we wound up seeing 2 waterfalls underground, going caverning. That was crazy. And it wasn't like these weren't tourist attractions. We were just doing them. There's my mom. Wow, the pictures I saw wasn't like that, and you had taken my truck. Keep on going, finding out the truth. What? Keep on going on, finding out the truth. Well, I'm not gonna tell you the scary stuff, Mom. But no, I do have pictures of it all though. Every bit of it. The cavern, the rock wall, even the river. It was such a good time. Even the dog we found, I don't even know how we got it to get in the canoe. Like, we just seen a dog on the side of a mountain. We were like, come on in. He jumped right in. Like, let's go. We have pictures of him and everything. Oh, thank you, Big Daddy Giga Chad. 124 people watching. Have you hit the like button? It's easy and it's free, and it definitely helps us out in the algorithm. I do appreciate it if you guys hit the like button. Thank you, Big Daddy. Big Daddy. I appreciate it so much. Robert Oak. Gotta have it on live chat, not top chat. Yes. Assuming Maurice is headed to the pillows anyway, don't see his comments. Good night, regardless. Maurice is headed out for the night. Oh man, good night, Maurice. Sorry, I just seen that. Take it easy, Maurice. Thank you for the big donation, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. You take care too. But yeah, I was gonna say that I got this. I was going to talk about this karambit really quick because a bunch of you guys told me in the comments that you're supposed to turn a karambit around. So I did, right? Because you're supposed to. Let me see if I can get you guys to see it. And take out my other knife. Right now I got the CMB made knife spear in my pocket. So let me back up really quick. So they say you're supposed to carry them this way. So when you pull it out, you lunge it forward like that, then yank it, and then you can swing it around like that, right? So that's cool. That's cool. So I do appreciate everybody letting me know that that's the proper way to do it. Because I'm not a karambit expert or nothing like that. So I do appreciate it. Now, I don't think it would honestly take me too long to get good with a karambit. I'm pretty good with knives and tools. You know, and I was raised with tools in my hand my whole life, swinging hammers and shit like that. And those of you that don't think there's no correlation, there's absolutely correlation. Trust me, when you have to hit nails on the head with different size hammers and tools constantly 40 feet up in the air, hanging off of one arm, turning corners and shit, trust me, there's correlation. Now, also, the biggest thing I think, though, isn't hitting your target and stuff like that. It's what the other person's doing to you, right? Being able to fight through a threat and the being attacked part, right? Because this is a defensive weapon, obviously. Now I'm not sure, to be honest. Like, I obviously, if you trained for a long time, you would get good at using it this way, you know, underhand like this. But man, I've been in a lot of fights, and I don't think there's great scenarios. Now I get it; it's defensive, right? You're supposed to block and then, you know, snag and attack. I get it, but I still truly think for most people, this position is going to be better. It's just more natural. Like if somebody was on me, right, and I'm exposed to their back, having it like this, like I'm gonna have to go like that to them. When I'm like this, I can claw them around. Like there's just so many instances I'm thinking of. Also, I took a ball earlier and I threw up a rubber ball and I was trying to hit it underhand. I got it 60% of the time underhand. I got it 10 out of 10 times like this. 10 out of 10, right? Because it's natural for me because I'm used to swinging hammers. And that's with a ball being thrown at me, right? So I don't know. I just, like you said, like, you know, everybody always says, you know, it does take practice and training. I just feel that even with the right I don't care if I practice for a long time like this. I think in a real self-defense situation, if I had the choice, I'd probably still want it like this. You know, just because the power you get going up like this doesn't compare to the power you get going down and how you just naturally are when you're fighting and stuff. And I just think of positions I've been in where I've been attacked, you know, in like some of the situations I think about it in my head, like, well, what if I had a karambit, right? And I think about like, this just would have been super weird. Even if I was really good at it, this would have been just way better going this direction. That's all I'm saying. But, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an expert or nothing. I'm obviously just talking shit right now. And, you know, just thinking of how it would be. I still think a regular knife would be the best option for 99% of people if you had to you know, to do something with a knife. Obviously, a firearm is the best. We all know that. But not everything is always perfect. Not everybody can carry firearms like myself. And I always hate that comment, like when I get that. Like, firearm, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, fuck you. I'm a felon. I can't carry a firearm. So, you know, it just... But you got to use what you can. And it, you know, whatever. But everybody's always a professional in the comments. And I do appreciate the people actually, you know, like tell me something if I've done something wrong. I appreciate it for sure. I agree. I appreciate all the knowledge ever given. But some people like to do it in a very rude way, which I don't like, but whatever, you know, hey, I'll take the comments still. But yeah, I think just a regular knife is always going to be better. And I think that the one benefit, or not benefit, I always say this too. The one thing with a knife over a firearm is that it's good for the 99.9% of things, right? Cutting things, straps, ropes, cords, whatever, right? It's good for the 99% of things that you're going to need a blade for, where a firearm is good for one thing. So that is the one benefit. You might not ever need it for self-defense. Most people don't even carry for self-defense. You know, it's not even on their mind, but, or at least it's not in the front of their mind, it's in the back of their mind, but it is for cutting straps, ropes, cords, and all that other good stuff, opening boxes and packages and bags of chips and stuff like that, which is why I like to carry a knife. So, but still though, and also I don't just do videos for myself. Like some of the knives, like that I review, test, or try out, I'm not like, a lot of times I don't even like, it's not that I don't like the knife, it's that it's not my style. Right. I can say whether or not it's built good, whether or not it works good, whether or not everything is good on it, is a good quality, because it might not be for me, but for the guy that it is for, I'm trying to help him figure out if it's good for him. Yeah, I can't stand people who think it's their way or no way. Right. We live in America. Everyone has their own opinion, and what's best for you might not be the best for me. Right. For sure. And I think some of the people, and this isn't to be insulting in any way, because I don't know, right? I don't know. But I think about sometimes when I hear some of the things being said, like, whether or not they've even know what they're talking about, or if they've ever been in a situation or anything like that. Like I had this one guy who left me a comment, and you know, when I gave him a good response to where he should have been like, oh, okay. No, he still wasn't, like, it still wasn't good enough. Right. So to me, it was like, no matter what I said, it wasn't going to be good enough for him. So that just tells me, you know, you've never experienced anything like that, and you're just talking out of your ass. But like I said, everybody's a professional, which, like I said, I don't care. You know, I love the comment section. I think it's hilarious sometimes, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's just a 12-year-old on a couch. Sometimes it actually is somebody who knows what they're talking about, and I try to read it in a way to where I want to assume that they know what they're talking about, but in many cases they don't. And you know, sometimes you do have to deal with your own experience, because it doesn't matter what somebody tells you, especially at the end of the day, especially if you're talking about something like knife defense or something like that. That's going to fall back to your habits. You know, what are your habits? Because I'll tell you what, man, somebody's attacking you and getting on top of you, you are going to fall back to your habits. I guarantee it. You know, if somebody's jumping on top of you, trying to beat the shit out of you, especially unexpected, you know, which 99.99% of the time it is, you're going to fall right into your habits, whatever it is. If you don't know how to punch, you're definitely not going to know how to punch when that happens. You're not just going to suddenly turn into Mike Tyson because you've seen a video on how to punch. You know, it's not how that goes. Or just because you watch somebody do an arm bar 30 times in UFC doesn't mean you suddenly are going to be good at doing an arm bar. That's not how it goes. I remember when we were kids, in my building, in this apartment building I lived in, actually the same building I was just talking about, there was a church at the bottom of it for a long time. I don't even know what kind of church, a weird church, but it winds up shutting down just like everything else in the area. It shuts down, and my dad had the keys to the place. So, and when you walked in there, it was just a giant red carpet, a big open room. And so I used to snag my dad's keys, and I'd bring all my friends, not all, but like a bunch of friends in there, and we'd sit there and wrestle and fight and have like fighting competitions and shit. We'd even like tape up knives, and like practice knife defense and shit. I forget what we called it. We called it something. The arena. That's what we called it. The arena. We had so much fun. Shout out to the arena. That was when I was young though, but it was a great time though. Good times. Hey, Fiend's in the house. What's up, brother? Anybody know the HRC on the Lionstone Magnica Karambit? I don't think anybody's gonna know that without testing it, but if I had to guess, it's probably 60. I'm just guessing that because 59 to 60 is what I'm guessing, because Lion Steel, man, they've just been known to not do the best HRCs, not run at optimal ranges. But I don't know if they've improved it in the past 2 years. I have no idea. But if you just look at what their track record's been, it's been pretty soft. So I imagine what's going to be the difference here. I think they're just because they switch steels doesn't mean they suddenly start running optimal HRC ranges. It's just the way it is. So if they're running one thing soft, they're most likely running something else soft. Dodge Rock. You want to know when we used to play? Check this one out. And I'm not telling anybody to play this. We used to, and it was my old stepdad who taught me this too. You take charcoal. Maybe I shouldn't tell this. I already started. Fuck it. You take charcoal and you take a coffee can full of, not full of gas, but with gas at the bottom of it. And you take charcoal and drop it down in there and you just let it soak for like 4 hours, 6 hours or something like that. Well, then at nighttime when it's nice and cooled down and it's dark, you take it out and you light it on fire and you play catch with it. Because when you catch it, you could toss it back and forth. It won't burn you, as long as you don't. If you sit there and hold it in your hand, it's going to burn you. But as long as you're tossing it back and forth like hot potato, it won't burn you. And you can throw it across the field and it'll stay lit going across the field. And somebody can catch it, toss it back and forth, and catch it back. We used to play catch with burning charcoal. That was fun. I want to get knife defense classes so bad because I always got one on me, but I don't even know where to look. Yeah, that's tough. You'd have to find a place local to you. I'm guessing if you're not in a city, you're probably not going to find one fast. You're probably going to be near a city to find one. But I don't know. You have to look around. I know there are some like classes online, but you need, if you can have a buddy, if you could have a friend, you could definitely do an online class because you have somebody to train with. But without a training partner, an online one's not going to do you any justice. Not as much justice as it is when you have force coming at you. Like when we used to do it, we used to actually like try to attack each other and like full force trying to attack each other. And it's so different when you have weight pushing against you and you have somebody actually, crashing into you and like trying to hurt you. It's a lot different than the shit you see on the internet, where they're swinging the arms around and dodging this and reflection that, and that's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Even like the knife defense, man. I think it's hilarious when I watch like knife defense online. It's so funny. It's hilarious. Okay, Jared, I've heard enough of some of your, you've done, love you, however. All right, Mom, I love you. Sweet dreams. Have a good night. Oh, my God. God, this many sheepdog, no flipper is smooth. Yeah, no, all the sheepdogs are good. And like I said before, I love sheepdog designs. I'm actually going to redo my Deviant because my copper looks like shit now because I never clear coated it. So I'm going to repolish it, re-patina it, and then this time coat it. And it's going to look badass. But all the sheepdog designs are so badass. I wish they would make a titanium frame lock version of this one, the Deviant, kind of like the because I like the concept Convict better. But this is really close to it. And both of these are sheepdog designs. And then the actual sheepdog I have over there, love those too. All the sheepdog designs I like. Even the actual KIZER sheepdog. The mom. Well, she's supposed to be, Mom. She's supposed to be. Was my ass kissing good? Wait, where'd it go? What'd you say, Robert? I'm kind of curious. You don't know how much we all love Jared. Thank you for giving him over to us. Oh, thank you, Robert. Yes, it was. It was very, very much appreciated too. Thank you, Robert. My mother thanks you too. Cold steel vids are laughable. They can be. They can be. You know, it's sometimes like they'll like it's all choreographed and stuff. The things you see, like the cold steel stuff, some of those are fun to watch. Some of those are really cool. I like some of them, but a lot of them though, yeah, it's just funny, you know. Jared, ever acid stone wash a blade? Yes, I have. I've got videos on it actually. I've got do it at, how's it called? Do it at home, do it your own, something like that, DIY or whatever. I've got a couple of videos on how to do it at home with like minimal stuff. And I show you like the minimal things to get and how to do it at home, you know, in a good way. Dennis with the 30 bones. I haven't seen a 30 in a while, man. Thank you. Have a good weekend, everyone. I'm celebrating both Father's Day and my birthday. See ya. Hey, man. Happy birthday, Dennis. I appreciate the donation. Happy birthday to you. Happy Father's Day. Have a good night, man. Thank you for coming through. I do appreciate it, man. Do it yourself. Yeah. Do it yourself. I have those videos. And the one thing I'll say is when you have it in the acid, make sure you check it because the steel sticks to it. So it doesn't look like it's etching. It does not look like it's etching. You have to take it out and touch it to see the steel fall off so that you can see what color it is. Wow. Well, happy birthday, happy anniversary, and happy Father's Day to Intended Purpose. And happy Father's Day to everybody else out there who is fathers. Happy Father's Day to you guys. Jared, do you forge knives? I do not. I do not forge anything. I sharpen. I do small mods. I test. But I don't forge anything. No. First live stream. Nice. Thanks, Archer Cat. I appreciate you joining in. I'm not sure when you started, but I have a feeling I am late. Also, do you have a D? A what? I don't know what that means. Yeah, I just did a short on shipwrecked patina for copper. You can go and watch it right now. I did a quick short on it. I also did it in my my KIZER Deviant video. If you watch my KIZER Deviant video, I did it. And I also just posted a short like 2 days ago on a shipwreck patina. If you guys don't watch my shorts, make sure you watch my shorts. I got great content. It's like really fast content because I only have 60 seconds, but I try to put informational stuff and really good stuff in there. I try. But hey, Archer Cat, man, I appreciate you joining. I'm not sure what the question is, but yeah, we usually do where we talk knives and like steel and different stuff in the community, and then I do story time after 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, we do story time and we kind of just talk about crazy stuff. But from 7:30 to 9, I'm Central Time. We just talk about knife stuff, steel stuff, and, a bunch of bullshit. My wife just walked out of here. She joins us usually in the beginning. And then we do like scent of the day and talk about, different EDC stuff. Because remember, it's not just knives for EDC. It's everything. Do you have a cold? No, I don't have a cold. When I sit here and talk sometimes for a while, my nose will start running. It's like, you guys, like anybody who has a channel will know this. Like when you start like talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, your voice will get raspy or your nose will start running or something like that. And that's just what's happening. So it happens. Like I always know it when I'm watching somebody else. I'm like, yeah, it's getting to them. And you don't want to like blow your nose on the stream, right? Sometimes I'll tap this and then I'll do a loud sniff so you guys don't hear it. And then I don't have to do it for a while. But when you refuse to do like a loud sniff because you don't want to hurt the microphone, then you wind up sniffing 50 fucking times. But yes, definitely shout out to Stasha23. Go and follow his channel. Here is the link right here. Thank you, Cue Ball. I do appreciate it. Do you know what size skiff bearings fits the KIZER Mini Roach? It's gonna be oh man, I can't think of the standard size. Somebody help me. It's the standard size. I can't think of the damn if you watch my Gillian bearings video, I say it in there. I can't think of it. 5mm. But there's the other size too, because there's the ball size and the hole size. Kirk with the 5 bones, man. Or 2 bones. Sorry, 2 bones. Love Neevesknives, but everyone needs to sub to Stasa23, and that is a fact. Definitely go and follow Stasa23. Thank you, Kirk, for the bones. 5mm, but there's the other dimension. It's like I can go grab the damn thing right now. I got it in the other room. There's 2 dimensions if you want to be perfect. There you go. 5mm by 1/16. There you go. Thank you, Chuck it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, brother. Yes, there's my Gillian bearings. Gillian bearings is another one you can get USA made bearings from if skiffs are ever out. I do have them linked in the description in that video. Gillians are awesome bearings too. Yes, Kershaw bare knuckle is the shit. Yes, it is. It's a great Kershaw. My favorite one out of all the Kershaws is the bare knuckle. Sometimes like some of the USA made knives are a little bit different size, but even the Hinders are that size. So, but there are some USA made knives that are a little different, but most of all the overseas knives are the same size. Most, not all, but most. Man, if y'all haven't had Elysian Space Dust IPA, I highly recommend the first time sipping on it tonight. Yeah, I have never. The Kershaw Lincoln 20 CV is awesome and affordable if you don't mind spring assisted. Yeah, that's my downfall with those because I love the Leak as well. The Leak is like such a good knife, man. I wish they would do a manual version of it. It's not like they can't create a detent that's perfect on that. In Kershaw, actually, speaking of ZT and Kershaw, me and somebody else were talking about this earlier, me and Talica. They have the ability to do amazing stuff. Like with action, with everything. It's crazy right now that they aren't just like leading the pack in USA made knives and overseas knives, since they do both of them. But you would think that they would be, because they have so much potential, but it's almost like they're just shitting the bed right now, which is fine. Whatever. I'm glad that they put out that Kershaw Highball XL in titanium. That's awesome, right? You guys seen that video I posted earlier. But like they could do manual versions of some of their assisted knives. They could ZT could be putting out so many amazing knives, and it's just, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird that they're not. I've been looking into getting another Kershaw. It seems the USA made get much better ratings, although I have found a boot knife, one that caught my eye since I'm into that. Yeah, the best Kershaws are going to be the USA made ones. ZTs are good, some of them. Just the last couple years, they haven't really put out any good designs, but they still do have good stuff. But yeah, the USA made Kershaws are the best Kershaws for sure. Even if they're the assisted ones, they're the best assisted knives too. My mind doesn't go to Kershaw's, CRKT, etc. when I think of premium. Mine doesn't either. I'll be honest. Mine doesn't either, unless if I'm thinking of the USA made stuff. If I'm thinking like the bare knuckle is a great under $100 knife. The knockout's pretty good. The link, the dividend, those are good knives, but that's it. The rest are, man. You know, oh, the highball. The highball's pretty good. The highball's actually really good. But other than those, it's just, man, like I said, they have so much potential. And the longer they take to put out some heat, the more in the back of the pack they go. You know, you guys know what I'm saying. Like, the ZT has so much potential right now. But the longer they take to put out some good stuff, the more in the back of the pack they go. Same thing with Kershaw. And it's sad because they'll always have a spot in my heart, man. I've always loved them, but damn it, man. You gotta get with the times. Get with the times and get with the designs. It's almost like every other company is a year behind. They're like 5 years behind. Always. It's weird. It's so weird. Hey, Neevesknives and family. I have a Spidey Chef on the way. I've watched most of y'all's reviews. What should I do when it first comes in? Mods, oils versus grease. Washers, swabs, hardware, etc. I would just break it in, man. You could take it apart and polish the washers and grease them lightly, very, very, very lightly, and then put some KPL heavy on the D10 ball. Other than that, and that's even if you want to do that, you could just put KPL heavy on the D10 ball and leave it alone. Let it break in naturally. But if you want to, you can take it apart, polish the washers, and do what I just said. But lightly grease the washers if you're going to do it, and then let it dry up, and yeah, just break it in naturally. Open and close, but definitely put KPL heavy on the D10 ball. Lightly though, because that has a they have the ceramic ball lockup now, right? I'm trying to get one myself. I'm going to get one soon. I have a theory control over bigger USA companies and purposely sabotage so it's easier to compete. Am I just a conspiracy theorist? Who knows, man? I don't doubt anything these days. I think most conspiracy theories are just facts nowadays. Cue ball with the 5 bones. Thank you, brother. Jared, my apologies for the late arrival. By the way, just letting everyone know to check out my Instagram post on the Nimble X for your information. Thank you, Chris. Definitely go and follow Cue Ball's Instagram channel or Instagram page for his Nimble X. Definitely go check that out. And you know what, guys? It is about that time. So I'm going to take off. I do appreciate everybody coming and joining. I do want to say thank you to all the patron members for all the support. Don't forget the giveaway is going to go up. Or the giveaway entry video is going to go up Monday or Tuesday. That's a nice giveaway. So, you guys will be happy with that. Shout out to all the Bang Gang squad. We do not have a live tomorrow, but we will have one next week. And also shout out to everybody who joined tonight. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you to everybody who uses my link. Thank you to everybody who went and checked out TIEGE HANLEY, the sponsor of tonight's live. Also, shout out to everybody who comments and hangs out and, helps out with the algorithm by leaving comments in the videos and hitting the like button. It all means a lot. And like I said in the beginning of this, you guys make this possible for me, and I do appreciate it. So thank you to everybody who does use my links and does help out and does support, because it means a lot. You guys were the reason why I was able to go to Blade Show and the reason why I'm able to do all this. I love you guys. I do appreciate everything. You guys are awesome. Peace. Oh, shout out to all the moderators too. You guys are awesome. Thank you for everything.